As the day of ascension draws near, a ravenous patriarch feasts on the corpses of space marine scouts. Now, an unsuspecting band of rogue traders prepares to rendezvous with their Imperial allies, unaware of their fate. Can these undaunted explorers survive against Xenos infestation? Or will coordinated crossfire put an end to their voyage? Find out here on Mountainside Tabletop.
Elucidian Starstriders. Did I scare you from that?
No, but I wasn't expecting that greeting. But
Yeah.
continue, leave it in.
I got the Starstriders back. I got the only loadout you can in terms of operatives. For equipment, some guys got carapaces, some guys got hotshot las pistol packs, one pleb has a crack grenade, and then 1 point left over is the don't get got when you save someone as the medic on the medic.
What the are you talking about?
It'll be down there. It'll be obvious.
I just have to say, we just filmed like one of our just talking videos, and the tone was much more conversational. I wasn't ready for like morning radio, Brad, for this battle report, but I'm here.
I'm getting Dairy Queen after we're done this, so I'm trying to speed it up.
Get through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I afraid of? I think I'm afraid of so much of this team. Obviously, the privateer assets are a problem because at any point, it seems like anyone on my team can just be removed from play.
Don't beam me, bro.
Yeah.
Also, this is my best song. Can we just take a minute to listen to the theme music?
It is good. Anyway, so the main operative that I'm worried about is this executioner. Like, there's so much damage potential. They're hard to kill. Like, my best stuff is all melee stuff, and this is better than all of my melee stuff, except for maybe the Patriarch. Yeah, I mean, you can just do so much damage. I could see you easily, like, shredding 3 or 4 cultists with this.
Definitely could.
Like, without even really worrying about it too much. Yeah. So, if I have an opportunity to spend some resources to get rid of this thing, I'm certainly going to take it, because I think it really helps my math if I do.
Yeah.
All right, I am back with the Brood Brothers, who are very quickly becoming kind of one of my favorite teams of this edition.
The Brooding Bros.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of goth boys.
Honestly, they're awesome, and there's a ton of flexibility with this team. I'm still stuck on playing the Patriarch. I can't say no to him. It's too cool having this big operative on the field.
I mean, he did completely end my entire career last time.
Yeah,
so.
At some point I'm going to start experimenting with the other loadouts, but I just love this one too much for now. I've got the Melta, Plasma, and Sniper combo. Everything else is kind of as is. For equipment, I've given my Agitator a crack grenade, a Covert Guise to my Knife Fighter, a Cult Talisman to someone, which will show on screen. I've given my Agitator a crack grenade, Agitator a crack grenade.
So obviously we all know when the cell phone camera comes out, there was like some sort of screw up. I gave a crack grenade to someone who couldn't have it because my Sapper already has the grenade. We realized this when the Sapper first activated in the game, and then I said, like, okay, obviously the other person has it, that's illegal, so what we'll do is we'll just say that the Sapper doesn't. So I don't have more than one crack grenade in play. I essentially wasted 3 equipment points I didn't need to, and now that I'm seeing this, the Cult Talisman is also not a piece of equipment I chose. I really botched equipment in this one. Way she goes.
And I've also given a las gun and the hotshot capacitor to my icon bearer, who otherwise has no ranged weapon. He's kind of at his best hanging back a bit, so it's good to give him a little bit of punch.
All right, obviously the Patriarch is the Patriarch, but I talked about the Patriarch last time.
Yep.
So we've heard enough about the Patriarch. I mean, the Sapper is pretty nuts.
He is, for sure.
I don't want to get blown up, and I also don't want to get blown up. He has 2 ways to blow me up. He has a
yeah.
lot of ways to blow me up.
He can blow you up a few ways. The main blowy uppy weapon is unwieldy, so gonna have to either get him in position early, do some
Give a comms
nonsense or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's not the easiest thing in the world. But if I could get a group of guys with that bomb,
Yeah, if you could get a bunch of guys.
yeah, exactly.
That's a deep cut. Comment below if you know what that is referencing. What video that was from.
Yeah.
Alright. For today's game, we're playing on an open board. We've pulled the approach deployment, and the mission is loot. Next up, we roll off for attacker defender. I win, and I decide to be the attacker. So we set up our barricades and our operatives. In the scouting step, we both pick infiltrate, and Vic uses his covert guise to dash up his knife fighter. Then, the game begins. In Turning Point 1, Vic starts off by placing his Crossfire token on my Electromeister. Then I play Undaunted Explorers. For TAC-Op reveals, just one. I'm going to reveal Seize Ground on this gantry on the right side of the map. Victor, I'm playing the Starstriders and I didn't go recon.
I can't believe it.
I'm trying something out here. I know it's free points, but I'm trying something else.
Well, with the first activation of the game, I'm going to try to not get shot by a privateer asset, so my comms is just going to buff my sapper and pass.
My Electromeister now is going to move and dash onto this point, tap it with his free mission action, and then turn on his Voltageist field.
My knife fighter is just going to move up and loot this objective.
And my dog's going to move up here.
Well, so my plan to play conservative lasted for 2 activations. I'm going to activate the Patriarch now, move and dash up to this little nice protected area here, and try to mind control the dog. Get a good enough roll, it goes off, and I'm going to make this dog bite the Electromeister. Unfortunately, they both get pretty good rolls here, and Brad's able to parry out and stay alive. He only takes 5 in total. I am going to reveal Militant Leadership. I don't think this is a very good TAC-Op, but it's so much fun to try to just kill stuff with my Patriarch, and that brings my tally to 5.
Okay, my medic's going to move a tiny bit and then loot this objective.
My Icon Ward's going to move a bit and do the same.
Okay, my Voidsman with the crack is going to swap his order with Infiltrate, and I'm going to move up the board and then crack the Patriarch. Not great. I only get 4 damage through, unfortunately.
Well, my Sniper is going to dash and take a shot at that Voidsman. Good enough roll, brings him down.
Risky play here, but I'm going to move and dash up with Elucia and chill right next to my dog.
Well, I'm going to use my order swap, move up with my Agitator, and throw this illegal crack grenade at Elucia Vane. I'm going to spend a CP to make it a bit better. I'm going to spend another one. Unfortunately, Elucia's got a 4-up invuln and saves a bunch of this stuff, and only 4 damage goes through.
Alright, well luckily I survived that, and I'm going to beam you.
Yeah.
Get beamed. I'm going to use my support asset, drawing line of sight from Elucia. I'm using the big gun, targeting the Patriarch. I'm going to spend a CP here on a reroll. Vic also spends a CP on a reroll. And that's just 6 damage through, but it's 6 damage through.
My commander is just going to move and dash now that I don't have to worry about the assets anymore.
I'll move up a bit with my Voidmaster.
My Melta is just going to move and dash, get into position.
This Voidsman is going to move up.
So I've really blundered this crack grenade so many times. I, in my mind, thought that I gave it to the medic, and so I set him up with an engage order, but I was wrong and I'm stupid, and I have to pay the price of keeping him hidden, because if I move him out with an engage order, he's just gonna die, so I'm gonna basically just pass here.
Alright, I'm just gonna move and dash up with my Executioner now.
My Sapper, with his extra APL from the comms, is gonna move up, plant his explosives, and dash away.
Okay, a tiny bit risky. I'm gonna move my Voidsman with the rotary cannon up and move and dash up onto this shipping container. Look, I know I'm exposed, However, I'm obscured from a lot of angles, and then even if I do get shot, I'm within range of the medic, so I won't just immediately die at least.
When I mind controlled the dog with the Patriarch, I was able to change his order to engage, and so now my plasma gunner's gonna move and take an overcharged shot at him. Come on, you ass. Oh. Every time with the plasma, dude. Every time I roll a plasma gun, this happens. Alright. Well, I'm gonna spend one free crossfire token, and then I'm gonna spend my last CP. 2 hits.
That's it?
That's it. 2 hits, luckily is enough to bring down the dog.
Round things out here, I'm gonna go with my last Voidsman. I'm gonna spend a CP on Well Drilled to buff my APL, then I'll move, dash, and loot this objective. So, at the end of Turning Point 1, I am ahead by 1 point, and no secondaries have been scored yet. So look, yeah, I've got some damage in on your Patriarch, but I'm not feeling good. I've lost 2 models so far, kind of feels like for no good reason, and I'm worried if I lose initiative here, I'm just gonna probably get wrecked by this huge Patriarch.
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, I'm feeling okay. Obviously, you've got a lead, and I have blown all of my command points. But I do have a Patriarch in a pretty good spot in the middle of the board. I've got some threats kind of on all of the sides, and I think I can just hopefully get rid of the rest of these Starstriders and score some points.
Yeah, I'm hanging on for dear life at this point, I think.
All right. Oh, roll.
So I have a very good chance.
You need to roll
here.
2 ones.
2 ones in a row. If it's 2 ones, then I deserve to lose.
Yeah. Oh, Brad, do it, please. Well, that's a drag, and hopefully isn't another game decided by Turning Point 2 initiative. In the strategic phase, Brad's going to play Lethal Proximity and Undaunted Explorers. I'm going to use my commander's ability to put a crossfire token on Elucia Vane.
I'm gonna reveal Protect Assets. Look, I think this is kind of bad, but you have a Horde team. This is loot. Like, I'm trying something.
Yeah, I'm going to reveal Eliminate Guards for the exact same reason, and because I always take it.
Okay, well, since I got that sick initiative with my Warrant of Trade, I'm gonna go with Elucia first. I don't want her to die. So first, I'll shoot the Patriarch for free with Elucia's Predator ability. You know, I've never used the digital laser before. It's 0/0 damage, but lethal 3-up mortal wounds 2. I have a very good shot at dealing 8 damage. With the other gun, it's a bit more risky because you can save it. So I'm gonna shoot with the digital laser. Yeah, that's 8 damage through 8 mortal wounds, straight through to the Patriarch. You're down to 3 health remaining, and I'm gonna reveal Reputation to Maintain. Alright, well, since I've weakened the Patriarch, I feel comfortable charging and fighting. And I get the kill here. That's a guaranteed 1 VP at the end of the game now. No matter what, Elucia will end the game having dealt more damage than the Patriarch. Unfortunately, to score the second point from this tac op, I need to deal 12 damage with her, and so far I've only dealt 11, and I'm ending her activation kind of in like an extremely exposed spot, so I'm probably gonna die, but at least I'm getting half of this secondary.
Foolishly, I put my Agitator to be out of blast range of something hitting my Patriarch, and I am microns away from being able to play the Bodyguard ploy, and when I could have just soaked all of those attacks. All right, well, you know, I had a few threats on the board, and Brad can only deal with one of them. So my Sapper is now going to activate and blow up his explosives, hitting this assassin. It's doing 2d6 damage, and I get dead in the middle of the average with 7, and Brad's going to save one of them with his 6-up Feel No Pain. Then I'm going to charge her just to tie her up. There is a chance he could activate and kill me, but he'd have to get pretty lucky, and so I should be okay here.
I'm gonna go with my Voidman now with the Rotor Cannon. I'm gonna dash a bit so your commander's not obscured, and then I'll shoot your commander. And I get the kill.
All right, my sniper's gonna activate, dash, and shoot that Voids woman. Get an easy kill, and that was my Eliminate Guards target, so I get an easy victory point.
Okay, my Electromeister's gonna go now. I'm gonna tap the point I'm on, turn on my Voltgeist field, and then move into a more defensible position.
All right, well, my best melee operative, save for maybe the Patriarch, is gonna charge and fight this Executioner. Lethal 5 and Relentless. You take... Jesus.
Unfortunate. Oh yeah, you're just gonna kill me before I can do anything, right?
Yeah.
I'm just dead.
Well, you have a Feel No Pain.
Oh, true. So I will parry. Oh, that's a crit. So what are you critting?
Yes.
So, okay, so I'll parry your crit.
Okay, so then I'll hit you for 3.
For 2?
3.
For 3?
Yeah.
So I need to get some 6s here.
Yeah, you need 2 6s.
I'm gonna move these out of the way so there's no confusion.
If you get 2 6s, the game is over, and I'm never playing Kill Team again.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one at a time. Are we rolling?
Yeah. Oh, Brad, I swear to God.
I need a 6 here.
That's so ridiculous, man.
1 HP gang. This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Jeff and Ike. Thanks, Jeff and Ike.
Brad gets a pretty ridiculous roll here and is able to parry a crit before we even get started. I'm gonna deal 3 damage with a normal, and then he's gonna save 2 of them with his friggin' Feel No Pain and stay alive at 1 HP. So this gives him an opportunity to use one of his crits to deal 6 damage to me, bringing me down to 1 HP.
This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Your Friendgy Benji. Thanks, Your Friendgy Benji.
Then, finally, my Knife Fighter's gonna be able to finish off the Executioner and reveal Robin Ransack. I'm now gonna spend my last CP on Insidious to dash away into hiding.
Yeah, that's gnarly. Since you can charge from Conceal, you're in a very safe spot, concealed, so I'm gonna have a hard time killing you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna activate my Privateer assets now. Drawing a line of sight from Elucia, I'm gonna shoot with the Guided Shell. I have a nice blast attack here, but I have to start by targeting the guy with the plasma gun. And I deal just enough damage to bring him down to 1 HP. This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Lyric. Thanks, Lyric. Then a blast attack against the medic. Pretty bad roll. I only get 3 damage through here. Then finally, I'm rolling against the Icon Ward. I deal enough damage to kill it here, but since the medic's right close by, instead of dying, the Icon Ward stays alive at 1 HP. This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Iju. Thanks, Iju. Dude, 4 1 HP gangs.
That's crazy. Yeah, 4 of them in 2 activations. Unfortunately, 3 on my team.
That's a bit insane.
It is. All right, well, my Plasma Gunner is going to activate and take a shot at Elucia. She's got a 4-up invuln, so there's no point in using my overcharge. And I'm hitting on 5s right now. But I do have 3 crossfire tokens, and the Agitator's close by giving me another one. But with her 4-up invuln, she lives all the same, and so I'm just going to move into some hiding here.
Alright, I'm going to activate my Voidmaster now. I'm going to move up and use my Uncompromising Fire ability, so I'll get to shoot twice. First, I'm going to shoot the Agitator with the better gun. And I get to kill. Then I'll use the las gun against the Sapper. He's already taken some damage, and I get a second kill here.
Alright, this is really going off the rails, so my Icon Ward's going to activate and shoot Elucia. Get an okay roll here. Brad saves it all, and it does nothing.
Alright, I'm going to activate a Voidsman now. I will spend a CP on Daring again to buff my APL, and then I'll move, dash, and loot this objective.
My Melty Gunner is just going to move and loot.
Alright, my Medic is going to tap and pass.
My comms unit is going to move and take a shot at Elucia. Brad is out of CP, so finally I'm going to get that kill.
Okay, I actually get an Overwatch here. I'll go with my rotary gun targeting Vic's comms. Crazy, I obviously kill you with that.
And now my medic is just going to tap their home objective and score 1 measly victory point.
Well, I felt like that turning point was pretty good for me, but at the end here, the score is tied up. You know, you've actually just caught up to me.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is not a 2 turning point game. And so we'll see. I mean, I don't have a lot of units left on the board, and most of them that I do have 1 HP, but you're saying there's a chance.
There is a chance. There's also a pretty good chance that you might find this 6 skirmish mat appealing enough to buy your own. So if you want your own Swampland mat, check out the link in our description. We love these mats, and hopefully you do too. Okay, in Turning Point 3, we roll off for initiative, and Vic wins. I've already used my warrant of trade here, so Vic just wins. Nobody plays any strategic ploys. We're both holding on to our 1 CP. Vic puts eliminate guards on one of my voidsmen, and the turn begins.
Well, I'm going to start by defiantly activating my sniper. I'm going to dash and take a shot at this Voidmaster. Unfortunately, I get no crits, which means no mortal wounds. I'm going to spend a CP to try to fish for a crit, which I do not get. And amazingly, Brad's going to save 2 of them and then use his hardy ability to just to scratch the 3rd die and only take 3 damage from that. This guy's a nightmare.
He's kind of busted. Yeah. I have a lot of options here, but I think I should probably take advantage of this Voidmaster before he just dies. So I'm going to move up and do my double shoot again. I'll use the lasgun first this time, targeting the 1 HP knife fighter. And I get the kill, so that denies Vic scoring his 2nd point from Robin Ransack. Then with the very insanely good hits on 2s 4/4 damage shotgun, I will shoot the icon bearer. I get the kill, but unfortunately, it gets revived again from the medic, although at least the medic's ability is used up and their APL sucks now.
Does this count as another 1 HP gang?
If he goes from 1 HP to 1 HP?
Well, he went to 0 briefly. He threatened going to 0.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, all right.
This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Brad Only Command Rerolls 1s. Thanks, Brad Only Command Rerolls 1s.
Well, my Plasma Gunner is going to activate now. I'm going to go overcharged here, even though I have 1 HP left, because killing this Eliminate Guard Voidsman is more important than my Plasma Gunner staying alive. I miss all of them and die from hot.
What? Is this real?
This is unfortunately real life.
Alright, well, this just feels mean, but I'm going to move a bit with the dude with the rotor cannon and shoot your Melta.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I love that for you. My icon ward is just gonna loot this objective.
Okay, this is troll. I could get a oh baby a triple here to table you. I've never used the cluster bomb, but I'm gonna use the privateer asset to cluster bomb your 3 remaining units. First has to be the icon.
Okay.
So on force.
Yep.
I know. This is why people think we fake our dice.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's because of stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, so he dead.
And we have to okay, we're gonna leave this all in so people can see that this is one continuous shot. Because
Yeah,
this
okay.
feels like such bullshit. Yeah, great.
Okay, so dead. And then the sniper. The sniper's gonna be the one that doesn't do anything.
I feel so much like Rorschach now at the end of Watchmen.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, that did nothing.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
Do it!
Man, you just killed all my guys.
I kill all your friends, bro? Yo, if you were a patron of Mountainside Tabletop, if you were a 1 HP gangster or mountain goat, maybe I wouldn't have killed your friends. I would have spared you.
I have heard that all members of the Mountainside Tabletop community get a free 2-up invuln save on all attacks. And that goes for all of you, too.
I'm just gonna wrap things up here, I guess. The Electromeister is going to move and then loot. This Voidsman is going to loot and hide. And then finally, my medic's gonna loot and pass. And at the end of this turning point, the score is 10-7, but Victor has 1 guy left. And I don't think there's any mathematical way you could outscore me now.
No, it's 2 games in a row now that at the end of a turning point I've been left with only a sniper and a commanding deficit. I gotta say I'm not loving this run of form that I'm on right now, but obviously...
Dude, I've been there.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts, as they say, but like that was a fun game, and I think it could have gone either way at a few points, but unfortunately didn't. But I do really like this team. And I think in the next game I play with these guys, I'm going to try one of the other tactical assets because they look so good. I get tunnel vision and it's hard for me not to play with the big scary monster. But
Can you name your Magus Carlson?
yeah, of course.
And I think that's a bad enough joke to end this on. So
Yeah, certainly.
peace, I guess.
See you next time.